Hey guys, so as well as the album cover, we also received the full track list for UTADA HIKARU'S forthcoming album, Fantôme. u.blog has posted a romanji and translation versions of the song titles, and I'll of course leave a link to that down below for you guys to check out as well. I haven't looked at the track list at all yet, so I'm going to do that right now and tell you what I think about it. So first off, I see that there are 11 tracks on this album. I have to say I was hoping for a few more than that. I was hoping for about 13 tracks. I thought that might be like an expected average of the amount of tracks that could be on this album. I was of course crossing my fingers for like 16 or 18 tracks, but I knew that was a little outlandish. So we already know 3 of the songs that will be on this album. That is Sakura Nagashi, Hanataba Kimini, and Manatsu no Tooriame. So track 1 will be Michi, which translates to road. So what exactly could road be referring to? UTADA has done a song before called Sea Road, and I really love that song off Ultra Blue. And I think this song will probably be tying into my idea where UTADA uses her albums as a way to decipher her own thoughts and feelings and sort of create a map through life. Track 2 is Ore no Kanojo, which translates to my girlfriend. So I'm really surprised by this title because UTADA is married. I know a few years ago a lot of people were speculating that she was bisexual, and some people thought that she was with Shina Ringo, I think. Ore, it is generally a male pronoun in Japanese, so perhaps she is singing this song from maybe her now husband, but we will have to wait and see. Again, I'm quite surprised by that song title. Track 3 is Hanataba wo Kimini. We already know all about this. I have done an in-depth review of this song, and it is the theme song from a morning drama called Toto Ne-chan. The basic consensus for Hanataba wo Kimini is that it's about grief. Track 4 is Nijikan dake no vakansu. That translates to a 2-hour only vacation. I didn't know that vakansu was vacation in Japanese. So a 2-hour only vacation, I wonder what exactly that is referring to. It sounds like you might be taking a short trip, like a very short flight or drive. Track 5 is Ningyo. Ningyo can mean a few different things in Japanese, but in this case it means mermaid. I don't know about you guys, but I'm obsessed with mermaids and I'm so excited for this song now. And now I'm really curious to know who the song will be about, if it will be about UTADA herself, if it's going to be describing her. Track 6 is Tomodachi, which means friend. That sounds like it could be a happier type of song. And then track 7 is Manatsu no Tooriame. That translates to a midsummer rain. Again, I have a very in-depth review already up on my channel, so you can watch that if you haven't already. And again, we think it is generally about grief and this sense of being unable to move on. Track 8 is Koya no Okami, which translates to Wolf of the Wilderness. So I'm getting stoked for this album because that sounds like a really powerful, amazing song. And it's kind of another nature reference. That's something we talked about a bit before, is that Hikaru has been using quite a bit of nature references in her most recent music, especially flowers, plants, and trees. But this one is naming a specific animal, so that's pretty interesting. Track 9 is Bokyaku, which translates to forgetting. I think that must be another song about her mother. It's possible she feels like she is moving on too fast, or she's forgetting some times that they had in her childhood, but you never know. Hikaru might surprise us and make forgetting some kind of happy, upbeat, like secretly sad song that she likes to slip into her albums often, so you'll have to wait and see. Track 10 is Jinsei Saiko no Hi, which means the best day of my life. I'm guessing this will be a happy song. Again, I am not 100% because she does like to make these emotionally ambiguous sort of songs. Perhaps it's about her marriage, perhaps it's about her son being born. And then finally, the last track is Sakura Nagashi, which means falling cherry blossoms. And to me, that song really represents a lot of regret. So yes, those are all the tracks on the album. There doesn't appear to be any interludes or introductions or anything like that, as UTADA usually labels those songs as interludes. So it looks like we will have 11 full songs. So yes, overall, I'm getting this impression that UTADA is going to be giving us an album with lots of melancholy and maybe a couple of happier, upbeat pop songs in there. I know a lot of people are hoping for a more experimental sound. I talked to someone on Twitter who wanted her to go back to her old like R&B pop sounds. To me, I am loving the 3 songs that we already have heard from this album. and I would love if she continued with that type of sound for the rest of the songs. And yeah, it looks like there are some themes of nature in there. Like I mentioned, the flowers and plants. There's also road, which is kind of outside and part of nature. Mermaid, which is mythology, but there could possibly be a lot of nature references in that song about the water and stuff like that. And then the wolf as well. I'm really super curious about this album now, and I cannot wait. We are only, I think, 50 days away from the release right now. So yeah, what is the impression you guys get from this track list? What are you expecting? What are you hoping for this album? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hey everyone, UTADA HIKARU'S staff made a big reveal on Twitter today, and that is the cover and title of her new album. The new album will be called Fantôme, which is French for ghost, and they also revealed 2 new promo pictures as well as the track list for the new album. I'll be talking about the track list in my next video. So I really love the album cover. I was joking